Is it this? No. Saying that. Here we go. I'm gonna react to this,
Afraid to speak on Roc Nation and the things that's talked about that's going surrounding it. What is your outlook on that? As far as speaking on things, do you reserve?
They said that. Nigga, Akademiks said that.
And some other people.
What are we talking about?
It's not just a lot of people. So I want to know, because you my man, so I'm down. I'm on the same type of time you on. So, meaning that I don't speak on shit if I have a relationship. Me, I can identify. If I have a relationship with somebody, I'm not speaking on it because I don't want to. Right. Regardless of how egregious it may come off, I'm not going to speak on it because I respect my relationships.
Mm-hmm. So, like, if there was like a festival where things didn't go perfectly, you wouldn't like
bomb shit on.
I'm gonna fuck you up. Okay?
No, but I want to know when people say that towards you.
That's good for you though.
As you being the guy.
Tickets to the Tone Deaf Girl.
You try to distract me. As you being.
I'm not. Let me try to. I saw Ack say that. I didn't see nobody else.
A lot of people say.
People follow like responded to that by saying yeah.
Joe gaslighting Joe. I only responded because niggas on Twitter it was the loudest thing on Twitter that I felt that I wanted to wait for y'all. And I, we might be doing separate things, but we all are in this bubble of hip hop media. So there's some things I don't cover that I know y'all gonna cover, and sometimes y'all do a better job at covering certain stuff, and I do a better job covering certain stuff. We're all in the same bubble. So when this came up, I wanted to fall back. I wanted to see how y'all gonna treat it, because this was a very loud thing on the Twitters, the Instagrams, and I was maybe Joe, the Joe I know is tapped in, but if he says he ain't tapped in no more, okay.
There was specific topics that they feel like we avoided.
Yes.
Roc Nation.
And I just want to hear from you how you look at that, Joe.
That's a good question.
Maybe I'd be far removed from shit. My brain be so different from what the internet is saying.
We don't know.
In my brain.
Shut up.
I was about to. I'm being your cheerleader, motherfucker.
I'm talking to them.
Oh, okay. Being your cheerleader.
What I'm saying is the Desiree story broke while we were still recording. To me,
yes,
that's that story. But there has been
what is the other Roc Nation story?
Okay. Hey, listen. Y'all need like a fact check guy. You need like a nerdy guy on the Joe Budden podcast. I'm not trying to tell y'all to run y'all podcast, but y'all should have a nerdy guy who is very up on everything, an Akademiks type of guy, a guy who is on everything posted, because I can't tell if y'all gaslighting or y'all really don't know. So and I know Ice is a guy, he consumes a lot on the internet. Ice, I know you're gonna watch this clip. Let me give you the bullet points of the Roc Nation saga. Roc Nation has been accused multiple times over the years, more than any other label in current times, of torturous interference, bullying, using legal tactics to silence people who criticize them, who criticize artists that are in their interests. And I'll give you some examples right now. This is all you have to tell Joe. 1, Uzi went through a whole rebellion against his label because Roc Nation, allegedly, was trying to sign him and get him to leave Generation Now. Don't believe me? Go listen to motherfucking DJ Drama, Lake Sheezy, Don Cannon. The whole beef there, they got inside his ear. They started saying shit. Meg Thee Stallion, 1501. They wanted Meg Thee Stallion. Meg Thee Stallion was signed to 300 through a joint venture with 1501. She was signed to 1501. They tried to get her out of that situation by saying she dropped projects that they claimed that they didn't approve, that didn't fulfill the contract, and they wanted to sign her. They were managing her. Bobby Shmurda's career, ultimately, I'm telling you things, and I love Joe, but Joe is so good at like being green and then being all the way in tune. What I'm saying, it would take 2 seconds for him to find out the thing. Roc Nation is behind Bobby Shmurda not being a thing anymore. I'm telling you this. This is the third thing I'm telling you. Bobby Shmurda was getting out of jail. By the way, Epic fucked up. They didn't support him at first. When Bobby was getting out of jail, Roc Nation started approaching Epic Records saying, we are going to be signing Bobby. They wanted Bobby Shmurda. Epic said, no, we still have a contract with him. They started managing Bobby. Do you notice a pattern? They start managing an artist, Uzi, Meg Thee Stallion, Bobby. They don't own the person's label rights, but they try to finagle it. That's called tortious interference. You know these people are in contracts, but you're trying to rip them out of the contract. What does the other people do? Oftentimes they sink their career. Why? I'm not going to put all my marketing dollars and blow you up that you walk over to Roc Nation. This is why Meg Thee Stallion shit got slow for a slight minute, other than the Tory stuff. This is why Bobby shit got deaded. And this is why Uzi, it helped him because it built hype. But he went through that phase where he was cussing out DJ Drama and them. I've told you 3 artists now. 3 artists, Roc Nation. Okay? Now we could get into the Tory Lanes thing. Tory Lanes was accused of shooting Meg Thee Stallion. Meg Thee Stallion was a victim in the case. She testified. It was noted by several people, including Megan Cuniff, that Roc Nation CEO, Desiree Perez, was sitting there with the prosecutors. Do you hear what I'm saying? The Roc Nation CEO is sitting with the prosecutors when Meg ain't even there, conferring. Tory gets 10 years in jail. Anybody who speaks up, questioning the verdict, questioning the sentence, Roc Nation's lawyers, Alex Spiro and the rest, attacked them. I'm bringing up a 5th situation. Magro is being sued for quote-unquote defamation and whatever because she has a POV about what she felt happened that night. It doesn't go with the Roc Nation plan for Meg Thee Stallion. They know it's Big Bang, take Lil Bang. I don't think Milagro has a lawyer at this point. Roc Nation has millions. It's called bullying, strong arm. I'm just saying, when y'all act like Roc Nation ain't nothing, it's like, is everybody eyes open? They're single-handedly bullying independent media, artists, and independent label companies. But I'm not done. I'm at 5 or 6. Let's keep going. Her own daughter admits in this new civil suit of how she uses her power, influence, manipulation to even make her get Baker acted, which she now contends was illegal. We're at 6 or 7. Her own daughter's on this list. But that's not it. By the way, Roc Nation is listed as a defendant in that lawsuit. That's not it. There is people who were trying to report on this. Independent bloggers, YouTubers, 100,000 subscriber YouTube channels. These people got their channels and videos taken down in a way that is not consistent with the law. Copyright infringement because it used a photo of Desiree Perez. That's not legal. If someone runs an article about me or does a video about me and uses a picture of my face, and I don't want the video out, and I use copyright infringement with my heavy law team to take it down to intimidate them, saying, hey, I could get your livelihood taken away. That's not above board. That's called censorship. They've been accused of hacking people. It's like to sit here and act like what's the Roc Nation thing is like retarded. There's a million things to talk about Roc Nation. But I have learned to digress. Now, I'll let you guys keep going because it seems like you need a couple examples. Ice, I'm going to leave it to you because I know you watch everything. But write down and jot down the points I just said. I gave about 7 or 8. I got about 7 or 8 more. Just scummy plays, scummy moves that culturally that we would associate with a white organization that didn't give a fuck about what Jay-Z claims he cares about, which is culture, art, expression, freedom, and ownership. Doesn't care about that. But we can't have these conversations because Roc Nation is bullying people. So this is where it becomes incumbent. They haven't sued me. I do think if they were going to sue me, they know it's going to be a knock him down, drag him out style fight. I seen when they sued Magro. I think they said if we're going to get at Ak, we know how he going to play it. It's going to be nasty. He don't seem that, dug in. Milagro's a little bit extra dug in. I get that. But they ain't sue me. If we don't speak up, those smaller creators get done exactly like how all the companies that do the other creators that we consider those companies white and they're doing X, Y, and Z to us, we get it done to us by Roc Nation. That's my only point. I'll keep it going.
That people have run from up here quickly because we want to advance this.
There's been talks of
Tory and other stuff like
that the shit that Desiree herself
that can't possibly apply to this podcast.
No, because he told you that's what I'm saying. That part.
That's what I'm saying. That cannot possibly apply to this broadcast.
But I think you speak of it I don't. But I think what they're saying is that you don't identify that Roc Nation may be playing a role in why Tory Lanes in jail. That's the angle that they're taking. You never,
sir. It's not only about Tory Lanes, and Tory would be probably the least. Tory would probably be the least of the examples. There's much more examples. If you want, again, I named a bunch because it seemed like people were thinking that Roc Nation, they move pretty covertly.
Never say that. You just say you're free Tory. I said it, but you never say I can see Roc Nation playing a part. You never. And
well, one, I don't have no proof of that.
True,
and it's bonkers. Just my take. I'm speaking for myself.
Got it.
I'm won't.
With all due respect, Mr. Mark Lamont Hill, your cachet and repertoire and reach within rap music is not similar to the reach that you have in maybe politics and of the sort. I would talk circles around you if we had to talk about actual rap business, music business. You see, one thing, and I know the JBP podcast recently, like I see their audience, they're sopping this guy up. They love him. You know why? He could actually make a coherent argument at times. He doesn't know rap music business. Joe does. Joe knows what happens in them buildings. So when he says, I don't believe it, nobody cares what you think. You're not talking to people in them buildings.
Won't go that far. I don't think it's bonkers, but I don't have any proof of it. One, and two, that's Hove's company, and I do have a certain respect for him.
Thank you. And let me tell you this. I let Joe off the hook when he says this. We're all entitled. This is all our own platforms we built on our own backs. And I understand, and I hope you guys understand this. When someone has a relationship with someone, I think they do reserve the right to say, I ain't talking about that shit. I wholeheartedly believe it. Even if you're unbiased. Nah, it's my man's. I'm not talking about that. I'm going to wait till all the facts is presented. I think that's not a bad thing. As long as you put it out there as that. Now, if you gaslight us and say, no, there's nothing going on, you're just as bad as everybody else. Now, if you say, nah, I heard some shit, but I can't comment on nothing right now. That's my man's. I'm going to have to look into this more. I'm cool with that. To ignore the problem, that's gaslighting. To say that's my man's, I ain't going to talk about it. Because I've said ask Joe, they've sent shit across my desk about him. That's my man's. Y'all ain't going to get me to run this shit. You crazy. I sent it right to him. That's my man's. That's my man's. I don't care what you niggas say. I understand that. And I would get on here and say that. So I have no problem with Joe saying, nah, Hov's my man. I'm good. It's the gaslighting like nothing exists and that you're not covering it because of the privilege that he has that's your man's. That's my thing.
There we go.
I don't know. I don't have a relationship with Desiree. I've never met Desiree. I don't have any equity there.
Okay.
So she's in the news now in a story that I'm sure we'll get to at some point. But that story just broke.
But why? But
the other
why?
day.
But Joe,
and even that, I do have a certain type. Pardon me, Mark. A certain type of sensitivity to speaking about any story with anybody's children.
I agree. Well, I was going to say, like, why would you
I
report
want
that
to
story?
be.
That's cap. I don't care about what's going on with her and her child. She sued Roc Nation. Her child sued Roc Nation. Listen, Desiree Perez, we know she's the CEO of Roc Nation, but she also sued Roc Nation. That's all we're talking about. But as you know, Joe already hit the secret out button, which is that's my man's. So for me, I'll digress. I just want people to know when people are asking, why you the only nigga talking about it? Jay not my man's. So I'll cover it and I'll do my best to keep it fair. That's Joe's man's. Charlamagne got fired by him. These people have agendas. Not necessarily saying this to their detriment, because at times I've gotten things about my man's that I'm not going to speak about either. But as long as the audience knows, because I'm in these streets watching not only what people say, but what's coming out. It's like, why y'all not talking about this? What you mean why we not talking about this? I'm down to talk about it. I'm just saying nobody else ain't down to talk about it. So again, I'm back to my original point. Stop bringing up Roc Nation's power control, their intimidation, their heavy hand that they influence shit with, if I'm the only one that could talk about it. Because again, I think y'all have set me up to the point where I'm going to catch a lawsuit by these motherfuckers, or they're going to just figure out a way to completely eradicate me. I don't think I could get eradicated by a rapper. It's the reason why I do whatever I do. Oh, you got a concert? I don't give a fuck if you hate me. I'm there. Y'all can't eradicate me. Who could eradicate me is the conglomerate worth billions of dollars with the best lawyers in the world. And when they say, we're going to get this fucker out of here, and we have $1 billion budget, not saying they would use it all on me, I think that is something that I don't want to be playing toyfully around. So from now on, if the culture has decided that Roc Nation topics, no matter how heinous, no matter how vile, no matter how manipulative, no matter how deceptive it seems, they don't want to address it, well, I wipe my hands clean. I told you I'm not Jesus. I'm not here to pick up for no victims. I could tell you right now, me and Roc Nation, we're probably in a stalemate. They have never filed a civil suit against me. They have never taken legal action, even though I don't know if they try to do some weird shit. They did some stuff against, I got to talk to Grand, Akademiks TV. Hey, don't play with Akademiks TV now. We got no action against each other. I'm telling you, I'm retreating. I got nothing to say bad about y'all. Keep finessing these niggas. Keep abusing these niggas. Keep doing whatever y'all do. I'm no spokesperson. And Roc Nation, my final message to you and Jay-Z, fuck these niggas, okay? They don't want to speak up. I don't give a fuck either. Just leave me alone, all right? That's my thought. I'm sorry, Chad. I know y'all think I'm like Batman, but like, oh, Batman's coming. No way, nigga. Hell no. Okay. Let's get back to